What's up, everybody? It's Solon. Today we are back for the final episode of our After the End series. I could not believe this ran all the way through October. I honestly thought we would finish in 4 episodes, but it's going to be 5, our longest ATE series. And I did a lot of stuff here in the background. Some of that with the console, admittedly, because it takes a long time to get to 76,000 herd, and I just did not feel like waiting. But I made a couple people some vassals. I think it was like these guys, and then we managed to get a couple people accepting vassalage anyway, so that was nice in the background while I was playing. It's been 53 years since the game starts. Our character is actually just about to be 50 years old, Queen Grace, so that's pretty interesting. But we have the option now to become the greatest of Khans because we have the highest dominant level. And we actually have a couple more people that would accept vassalage, so we might as well take those in just to get a little bit of bonus. Do no more than what is necessary. We will not hit that until we're actually well enough to do anything with it. As you can see, we got quite a bit of money. I was doing a lot of raiding. I raided into Chicago, which was, I mean, nothing. It was really easy. Pretty much anybody would be my vassal at this rate. Very close. I just wanted her to like lower her stress level because I think, yeah, she was overwhelmed. Migration displaced vassal. Really? I don't know how you would say no, considering I'm like significantly larger than you. So there you go. Now you'll be a vassal. I was gonna say. Doesn't really seem like a wise move, honestly. Disillusioned factions. A lot of stuff going on with that. I'm gonna negotiate some obedience with people because they should just say yes. But I don't want to spend too much because if I do, then I'll lose out on being able to trigger this event. Thanks. This guy wants a claim. I'm gonna make him negotiate again. If the greatest of Khans is like, it's 750, okay. So then that'll get rid of that. It's the same guy, the one-eyed. Actually, we can put him here. And I can also negotiate obedience with him. That way he's a little less upset. And he shouldn't want to destroy the realm anymore. Hopefully. They want independence, a lot of people. I don't have enough dread. And unfortunately, if I kill people, my dread is still probably not going to be high enough. It's only at 10. My natural dread is not very high. So I am a little concerned. Transfer this person to them. I'm somehow facing a chaotic succession still, which is actually kind of insane. It sucks that it's 300. But I gotta have enough money to do this, so I don't have any taxpayers anyway. Huge tracts of land. Unbelievable. We are massive. As you can see, just so much. I think I gained 2 more kingdom titles. The Big Sky and the Great Divide. So we have those now. I almost thought about taking Reno. This guy's my brother-in-law because I was actually married to his brother, this guy, who's the parent of most of this girl's children. But we're gonna wait until she's not ill anymore before we trigger this event, as I just said. It's the best move. They stop being tributaries. I mean, who cares? They can do as they like. They can do as they like. But I've had fun with this series. I really wanted to do something like this for a while, and I'm glad that we did. Let's see. Devise a pleasure dome. That's really expensive. That is really expensive. We could sell trivial titles. We can eat hashish cakes because we are actually a stoner. Because it's actually part of our faith, so it's fine if we're a stoner. I don't care if we're a stoner. My daughter's had 3 sons. The one who's my heir. She is arrogant, but she's okay. She's not like the worst. I'm training all of her sons, so there is that. Person's in California. No good alliances as far as that goes, but that's because it's one of my grandsons probably. From Dust, no expense spared, just rebuild. I worked on upgrading our tent. As you can see, we now have like a full yurt thing going on. Farewell, my friend. I am no longer ill. So we can push for becoming the greatest of Khans, which was the goal of this series the entire time. And that should be great. I think what I'll do is I will have you work on this. Here. Oh, you also want to sit on the council. I'll have you do this then. And I'll have you negotiate obedience with some 1500 herd. King Peter, the righteous of the Navajo. Beautiful. Love to see it. I think my succession is still... He's like one of my strongest ones, so that's obviously an issue. I can't do another one. I'll lose out. So we're going to try to become the greatest of all marshals. Call the clans, proclaim the world is yours, O Grand Marshal, and that though kings and petty chieftains rise to deny you, you will become lady of all under the sky. The Great War of Defiance will begin pitting you against the strongest nearby rulers and nomads in and near your situation region. Some fearful neighboring rulers might become your tributaries rather than fight. We will see how this goes. We will get the chance to become the Cowboy Conqueror, which this is our goal. Let's see what happens here. 20,000 troops. This is enormous. Hi, Queen Grace, you foaming dog. All the flesh of the earth is not for your hungry jaws. The world will never be yours. We all have agreed to deny you power, to cast you down. Never before have you turned your back or shown the rear of your horse, and so we will have war. Rally our troops. We can call in most of our allies to this war, although actually a lot of them probably wouldn't say yes. They would. That's one person. Who is the head of this? At the Riverlands, huh? The problem with doing these are always really tough. I'm probably gonna end up having to like load and reload a lot because it can be kind of a hassle. But we'll see. Because when I did this for my video forever ago, I realized that it's like way more difficult than it seems. War for the heavens and the earth. Countless tribes rise to oppose me, riled to war by the black voice and the heavy purse of Queen Berea of the Riverlands. Others, the weak and fearful, crawled to Logan and joined Count Disha of Peoria in giving me their submission. All the clans under Colorado are called. All the clans under Coloradans are called, cries my vassal King Peter the Sky. The brave mount their war horses, we ride to where your horse-tailed banners catch the wind. We will have the world or we will die. Shape her in my image. I'll gather all my troops right here. Nice. Perfect. Which I think technically this counts as a defensive war. Why wouldn't you accept? Oh, because he can't be called against his allies or his liege. I see. A lot of these forces aren't very big. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just strike mainly right at them. And I'm defending. So I'm going to make my army super big. And I'm just going to head straight up to them. Go right for the jugular. Because if I can attack this queen and take her down, I should be able to win this actually really easily. We'll find out though. And I'm not participating because I'm not actually a fighter. Good catch. Battle of Rock Island. Easy dub. Now what I'll probably do is I'll probably split this army in half, and I'll send half of you to this side of the map, and then the other half will stay. And you guys will fight and probably take their capital. Although, well, we'll see. We'll go like this. I'll have you guys turn around, but you guys can come this way. And I also do have a holy order, which I can call, so I'm going to hire them too. I'm going to put these guys right here. It's a lot to manage, so hopefully we can get in there and get this victory done. Big win. Big win, baby. Come on. Couple big wins. Couple big wins. Just really holding out here. They're just gonna keep on coming after me, I guess. I'm not sure who lost a battle on my behalf, but that's kind of disgusting. Garrett? Absolutely not. Richard, sure. Richard Garland is good. A lot of wins right here. Nice. Good job. Oh, it's so much going on. It's honestly awful. Do this, take this, and then I'm gonna come hit them again. I think she should be in the lead, actually. The 1st Army of Indianapolis? Is that where you're from? The enemy banner! Oh, yes. Take the Riverland banner. As long as they don't take my capital, I'll be solid. I do have to go down here, though. And probably start working on that. There's a ton of them. Good lord. How many people are in this war? 117,000? Well, I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to win this, then. That seems a bit unfair. That's crazy, actually. That's so many. No wonder the war feels like it's going an insane amount. This is so many people. I don't know, fam. This might be impossible. So this is so many people. Are you gonna get in there? Hold on, let me see something really fast. I might be able to call in some extra mercenaries right next to this. This is nuts. Hold on. This is ridiculous. Holy God. Oh wait, these are regular mercenaries. God, they're so expensive. Are you for real? Of course, I guess you're not gonna rise right up here. Can you get in there? I nearly won this. I think, damn. This is insane. Alright, so I'm gonna have to reload, because this is an insane amount of people. And I need to, I guess, reassess what I'm gonna do. I guess I just need to go probably straight for the Riverlands. Because capturing her is probably gonna be the only way I'll win. Come on. Grab her. You're joking me. We did it. Oh my God. I just want you guys to notice. I want you to look. This is what I was contending with. Basically the entirety of Mexico. Pretty much all of the plains up through Canada. Almost all of the Midwest. Or a huge chunk of the Midwest. But we captured their queen. And it doesn't matter because I am now the greatest of horse lords. Oh my God. Look how big my territory is. Good lord. Unreal. Unbelievable. I was my desperate ploy to try to get that to work. I really didn't think it was going to happen, and we did it. In the heavens are many great lights. In the heavens the sun, moon, and the stars. But on earth there can only be one Khan. I grace in that, the greatest of all marshals. After my victory over the snakes that coiled around my feet, none dare speak against me at the meeting of all clans. Eagerly their chieftains submit and give their oaths, hungry for the conquest of the universe. The first rays of the morning sun breach the horizon. I mount my horse and all the armies of the Coloradan Empire roar. I have the world. The powerful omens are many. Heaven and earth, they say, reach out to protect me. In dreams and clouds of dust, great bulls promise ruin to my enemies. Beautiful geldings and mares, gifts of palace tents, the clan elders promise these, and on and on. I need a title worthy of these claims. I am the Cowboy Conqueror. Couldn't have done it without you. We are now the Coloradan Empire. We can offer submission or ruin to anybody. Like, I could just be like, offer submission or ruin, and they'll be like, oh my God, please. This is a really fun feature of once you become the greatest of Khans, you could be like, oh, okay, offer submission or ruin. I'll be merciful. And watch, for example, I'll do it with this guy. I don't know if I showed off this before. Yeah, so they submitted. Or like Chicagoland, we can go here, offer submission or ruin, demand siege weapons. Boom. So it's kind of like how it works. You can demand submission or ruin from like a bunch of different peoples. And, oh my God, devise a pleasure dome. Luxurious palace serving both as a military and cultural center in an equal measure. Its crowning glory stands as the fountain in the shape of a silver tree where different kinds of wine flow from the serpents that intertwine the statue. Wow. This guy, I could offer submission or ruin, but he would say no. A lot of the time, kings won't say yes because they feel like they're better than you, but actually, the Pope will say yes. So the Pope is going to be a vassal of mine. Your dread shadows cast on the walls of the throne of the papacy never will elect for my loyalty or tribute. And he paid me money for that. By the way, not only do they accept, they give you money for it. I just keep saying demand siege equipment, even though I should be asking for other stuff too. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I mean, once you... Catholic Faith now has access to Crusades. I mean, it wouldn't matter. I have 45,000 troops. I could literally do whatever I want. And I think you get a special Casus Belli, where you can go, like... this. You take all of their titles. Like, for example, I could go like this, and I could be like the Colorado Onslaught. I get all of their titles, everything. And then, you know, for example, we'll just say we were doing that. I'm gonna just switch to the character and surrender, just so you can see how that looks. They took all of your titles. If you lose that war. And again, we're not gonna continue playing, so I don't really care. Like if we just did it like that, because normally I wouldn't. Well, I did for the console thing to give ourselves the position, but I didn't think we were gonna win that. That was insane. The Colorado Empire is pretty massive, I will say. I'm gonna definitely take a little picture of that and put that in the background. But we did it. We became the greatest of Khans, or rather, the Conqueror of Cowboys, the Cowboy Conqueror. And we control most of the territory in the game. And we have just an unbelievable amount of troops. I never even showed you guys, but once you get the highest rank, you get Cavalry Guard when you're unrestricted dominance. And then you can also recruit from subjects. We have a lot of stuff like Paladins we could grab, probably because we probably have some people that are Quebecese, Quebecois. But yeah, this was a great series. I had a lot of fun with this. I think that the ending is quite shocking. I'm very surprised that we managed to do that, but I had a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys did too. So as always, I'm Sol, and I'll happily see you in the next one.